Cooper is the second qualified orc from Europe. I was first, but I didn't play. So they should be very close in skill to one another. We have losers round 1 on the way. Oh, I forgot to zoom out. Maybe next game. All right, Juan versus Cooper. As far as I know, Juan plays XlorD all the time, and even if he didn't already plan to do so, then certainly he would do so after observing XlorD's success with XlorD against Cooper. I just messaged please, and I was like, hey, don't you have to play now? He's like, no, my match is later. I'm like, oh, sorry. I would hate it if someone did that to me. And then he's like, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not good against human. I'm like, what? I just checked your stats. And it's his best matchup. I didn't tell him that. But anyway, he doesn't feel that confident, apparently.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, we have XlorD coming out for 1. Oh! Farseer. Now, this is a different map. Turn a stand. Maybe this is what Cooper always does on this map. Maybe it's because he lost with Blades against XlorD twice. One with the frost armor proccing. And a bit of damage on the shop. No experience to Cooper. He's losing the shop. Did he cancel? No! He didn't cancel. Wow. He didn't cancel the shop. Now going with the 8th peon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's 7th peon. Wait, how did he get 21 food? Oh, he's peon scouting, yeah. 8th peon now. But he has double burrow, so it's not thanks to the great hole that he made that 8th peon. Very easy for one. Farseer got massively delayed. Just to put it in perspective for you. Oh my god, this game is over already. It's over. To put it in perspective, Cooper could be done with the camp by now. This camp. If there was no Acolyte. Done and then some. Instead, he finished one creep and everything is frost armored. This is the kind of preparation that you do for a tournament, where you figure out people's preferred creep routes, you use your scout worker to mess it up, and you're ahead simply from the start already. The bomb has been planted, and by the bomb I mean the ziggurat and the gold mine. Rush B. We need Cooper to rush B and cancel the gold mine. There is Impale. There is Impale, so he can't stop an orc from coming in. Ideally, Cooper wants to cancel gold mine minimum once. It is very difficult to win games against XlorD if you don't get one gold mine cancel. Acolyte kills are not even as important because there are usually 2 necropolis to reproduce acolytes. No second necropolis this time though. We have a lightning shield creep on this camp. Going for the second camp. One is aware of this. This is a common follow-up route. And it's not that well performed by Cooper either. He got lightning shield on the assassin. And all the assassins walked away. So he didn't get full lightning shield spread. Anyway. Ah, the Impale, the double surround. The double surround. Hello. He gets both grunts. One ghoul died, but whatever. Oh, Cooper. Oh. Now, Cooper is a Blade Master player. He doesn't play that much Farseer. And I feel like that's kind of hurting him here too, potentially. It's just been absolutely atrocious so far. Juan is playing great. Juan has one of the best surround micros in the scene. GG. Go TR. He died with greater invul and TP. Okay. Alright. Now, to be fair, he would have lost anyway. Double grunt loss, stopped on the expand, late on the creeping. I think this is for the best. It's for the best. Let's go Turtle Rock. Wow, Cooper. That was a toughie. If Cooper loses the next map or one of the next two maps, our only orc of the tournament goes out like that against two undeads. Okay, let's see how the second map goes. There was not much doubt about the first one. Kiwikaki with the approval in chat for the Farseer. Of course, maybe not with the way it was played. WTF? No lightning shield. Yeah. Someone explain to me why it's over. I'm noob. Well, when you manipulate the creep camp to put a lightning shield on you, because I'm standing here. I've got two friends next to me. A creep sees that and is like, I can hurt your friends by lightning shielding you. That's how the AI works. So you do it on purpose. You bring your friends close up for a huddle. Lightning shield gets casted, and you're like, how about I stand next to your friends? Would you like that? So you go stand next to their friends. You lightning shield the creeps, hurting them themselves. You just need to make sure you don't last hit with that. Okay? Because the lightning shield was cast by the creep. The creep gets the experience if it last hits. If you cast the lightning shield, you're fine. But if they cast it, they are the source caster. So you go away right before it dies, and then you finish it yourself. That's how to creep something fast. Things that slow you down, failing the lightning shield, not using it properly, because creeps are walking many different directions and you don't get maximum surface spread. Creeps cast frost armor on themselves because you killed the level 3 too slowly, or because an enemy worker woke up the creeps and made them cast frost armor on everything. Let me quickly start a custom game so I can zoom out. TR means Turtle Rock. Okay. Zoom 1850 now. Okay, we're in the second game. Let me update the score. Also, we have one win. Oh no, yeah, we have one win for one. It really did go that fast. There we go. Everyone is ready? Okay, I think everyone is ready. So are we. Are you guys ready? Good. Let's go. Let's jump into it. Game number 2 between Juan and Cooper. Turtle Rock. Cooper's choice. We have semi-cross map with a zoom level 1850 as requested by yours truly, your chat. Mine truly. Yours truly is me, so yours truly is you. No, my truly is yours, I think. Okay. Altar, Burrow. We have Altar Crypt. We have Crypt Lords coming out once again by Juan. Okay. Crypt Lord. And Cooper has gone for a peon on lumber before barracks. Why? That means he wants to go for an early shop and then a late barracks. He's not doing peon micro on his gold mine. No peon micro costs him a little bit of gold, about 20 gold or so. Now he's gonna go for the shop. So he goes with Blade Master, with shop items, takes his own Ogre Warrior, or takes the enemy Ogre Warrior. Okay, it's Farseer. God, I love predicting things. Then he goes barracks now. Okay. So this is a shop into barracks build, which makes sure that when you leave your base, you've got items. Your grunt is like 40 seconds later than your hero. Or more, like a minute later. And the reason that you go 4 peon in gold for a bit and mine lumber first is so that it's not 1.5 minutes later. So you start with Farseer, you maybe grab the turtle, you go harass. Finally, finally your grunt comes in. Yo, thank you, Joey Wads, for the sub. 2 peons in the burrow. The first peon is worth twice as much attack speed as any other. So 1 peon is maximum efficiency. The second peon is just because you really wanna hurt that acolyte. Heals off speed scroll, summon wolves. 1 acolyte getting chased by 2 wolves and a Farseer. Meanwhile, Crypt Lord comes out. Double ghoul. Goes for the turtle 1 to summon skeletons from it. No, he goes straight for the turtle 4. Okay. The acolyte dies, but again, no experience to the Farseer. There's the pretty beautiful purple tavern again. Cloak of Shadows again. It was so crucial for XlorD to keep his Crypt Lord alive twice. Surround attempts by 1. His surrounds are good indeed. And he goes for the wolf. It can be resummoned, no problem. And it does. No 20 XP for Juan. Juan, little bit of production loss on his crypt. Should be making ghouls non-stop. No. He sees Farseer. He does not attempt to expand. He sees Farseer with items and he says, boom, tier 2. Okay.
A player's force
and it makes sense. Blade Master, for all his vaunted capabilities to steal creeps away, ends up usually not being as effective against Crypt Lord expansion. Farseer shines a little bit more in that, as it is a ranged hero. And so he just goes to tier 2. The price that Juan had to pay is not expanding, but the reward that he gets is being up against Farseer. And that's a double advantage. 1. Farseer is not as good as Blade. Late game. Wolves can be dispelled. Critical remains. 2. Cooper is a Blade player. He's only playing Farseer now because he got dumpstered by XlorD's Crypt Lord. It was quite close. But the funny thing is, XlorD is a hybrid player. He's really good at Crypt Lord, but he is a hybrid player that mostly plays DK and can also play Crypt Lord. Juan is only a Crypt Lord player, so you can call him a bit of a specialist. When you force a specialist off of their main, that's a win. And it looks like Juan is the one that succeeded in that. Going with the Crypt Lord still and forcing Cooper away from Blade. Nice surround there with the double repair of the surround by Juan. He gets 60 experience and a grunt kill. Still have only 24 experience for Cooper. Crypt Lord is low, and that does matter. But But at the end of the day, he killed the
Player's
Grunt,
forces
didn't
are
lose
under
anything.
attack.
Now, XlorD is weaker than Death Knight in situations like these. One base, no Impale yet. But fast forward to the late game, if you get there without too much losses, XlorD can just be better sometimes. High level Impale can be devastating. TC coming out. And the Bestiary. Will there be a totem also? Most likely, yes. Spirit Lodge.
Are under attack.
Shamans. Purge. Lightning Shield. And maybe a doctor with witch... yeah, maybe a witch doctor with Sentry Ward. Oh, he didn't get the kill on the beetle. So it killed itself on the turtle. A surround on the wolf. That's going to be level 2. He gets it. Gonna go straight for a grunt if he can get in range, but he kind of self-blocked. He can impale via here, over the forest. And he does. He gets the grunt. Surround is kind of difficult because of the terrain, and he does indeed fail. I kind of anticipated that. He should have moved all of his units past it like this with move command. One more chance to impale, but that's a lot of mana. Oh, he gets the surround on the Farseer. If he impales, he can actually kill it before TP. He does. Yeah. Trying to wait until the last moment. And the surround on the grunt as well. Number 1 strength. Ah, the double surround. GG. That's GG. The double surround on the grunts. Oh, he lets one go. It's un-GG'd. I repeat, it's
Player's forces are
un-GG'd.
under attack.
Pull back from the precipice. If he gets this grunt, it's re-GG'd. Okay, un-GG'd again. Call the press, cancel the article. We go to tier 3. Alright, what do we got here, Cooper? Wind Riders again. Loosed Riders, am I right? First Shaman comes, second Wind Rider. Now, this army of Wind Riders is amazing at creeping the map. I love Wind Riders on Turtle Rock. You use wolves to tank the level 4s, and then there's no anti-air left, and you can easily kill the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. We have XlorD now creeping close to level 3. Skeleton Scout will tell Juan where Cooper is. Will Cooper get his first Watcher Ward of the day? Against XlorD, he gave away both. Uh-oh. 78, 78. Oh, perfectly done by Cooper, leaving it at 105 life. Coil miss. In fact, helping Cooper creep. Thank you very much. You're so kind. Item is Ring of Regeneration. Watcher Ward in an okay position. Not the best, but anyway, you've got it, right? Tome of Intelligence on the Tarn Chieftain. That's bonus 2 intelligence, 30 mana. First Fiend comes out. Tier 3 is reached. Lich coming. Destroyer upgrade after the second statue. XlorD is level 3. Went for Impale. That tells you all you need to know about that. Expansion plays beetles because they can help fight enemy peons and great halls. But he's clearly playing the XlorD as a Mountain King, where he's using it for crowd control, damage, just as a fighting hero, really. First turtle goes down, second turtle gives Unholy Aura. Comes in with Wyverns. 3 shots and a Farseer hit. Kills the ghoul. No, you don't finish this. Okay. 1, losing another ghoul. That's 2 ghouls down. Is there web? That's an impale, decent, but he's in full flight. Wyvern's doing great against the ghouls. Is there a web? Yes, there is, but can he actually take it down? Lich coming out with Orb of Corruption, but he's late. Stop! Fiend goes down. This could be Cooper's turnaround. Beetles, level 1, coming in here. First Wyvern finally goes down, but maybe 6 ghouls and the Fiend have died already? Going for the second Wind Rider. Frost Armor, not Nova. Gets purged away, the Frost Armor. But still, second Wyvern goes down. Impale surround? No, sorry, Beetle surround. 1 Shaman goes down, second gets attacked. Frost Armor Lich running. And you know what? As good as this started for Cooper, He's fighting pure hero summons and statues, just the way Undead likes it. Surround on Farseer. That's one specialty. Impale! Oh, he did a TP! And the surround on the TC?
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, Juan is so good at surrounds. He earned this game with micros. Both heroes going down. Cooper cascaded his way to the top 8 of Season 3. But now, on his way out, one of the quickest losers of the tournament. Better luck next season, perhaps, if he can qualify again. But he wasn't ready today yet. 31 food, 1. He did lose a lot. Cooper has 34. He's remaking one of his heroes. Juan's losses were big, but he's got his 3 heroes. He's finishing the spoils of war, the gargantuan sea turtle, with a wand of mana stealing. Keep creeping, and he will have a bright future. Tavern rebuy by Cooper. 39 food versus 34. Keep in mind though, tier 3 and orb were purchased. That's 700 gold. Juan could have easily been 40 food if he wanted to. But he decided to invest in tech, which is standard for Undead. Orc does not have that tech. No envenomed spears this time. Peon's getting attacked. Farseer nearly back. Level 2 in the midst of Undead heroes. Burrow getting attacked. Never fortified. Baby Rage. TC comes in from the flank. 1 web, 2 web. Farseer comes out. War Stomp on the Lich. Attacking the Fiend. Will there be a coil? Coil is late. No units have died yet by the Orc. Killed 1. Fiend. Now loses a Wind Rider. Death Knight level 3. And the second Fiend comes in. I think this might just be really bad for Cooper. Look how quickly those Fiends die. Focus fire on the Wyvern. Doesn't even kill a Fiend in return. 2 for 1 in favor of 1. 3 for 1 now. He's not even fighting with the Wyverns. He doesn't need that piercing armor. He just wants the web. Highly mobile flying unit. Lol. 4th Wyvern going down. And Destroyer. And that should be the nail in the coffin. Destroyer missing Dispel despite cast point 0.66. Which Destroyer Dispel was just buffed in speed. Still missed it, lol. Shaman comes in, doesn't do anything at all. There's Impale again. Ah! Farseer goes down. Please is happy for some reason. I don't know what. He will be our next match that we cast. You can tell by the way I swing my axe, I'm a dead man. No time to talk. Cooper's final moment in the game. JJ. Yeah, Cooper loves Wyverns. He has for a long time. I've seen it be good, I've seen it not be good. Easy 2-0 for 1. Much easier than it was for XlorD. I'm a bit confused how they started XlorD happy winner bracket round 2. Before, anyway. Because I just did losers round 1 and they started on winner bracket round 2. I guess that's just the way they sequenced it. It's all good. So, join the game. Where's the overlay? I got no overlay. I'll restart the app. Maybe it'll work then. Happy won the first. Okay, it works. Alright, so Happy is 1-0. We are in winner bracket round 2, as you can see here in the overlay. Game number 2. The winner goes straight to top 3. We have a Fiend build by XlorD and an early hero build by Happy. So Happy goes for the classical fast tech with early Death Knight. XlorD with the much less classical late hero with early Fiends. So you'll have Death Knight with 2 Fiends walking around by the time Happy only has a single Death Knight but no Fiends. There is a game of HawK versus ToD going on, but that's a ladder game. That is not a tournament game. They are not facing yet. They are still facing their respective Night Elf opponents first. I think we will be able to join another series after this in Please versus HawK. Happy's Acolyte going to town on the Tomb of Relics, doing something like 150 damage. How much? Yeah, 140 damage. Might come into play later. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, 75 bonus health and 3 damage on the Death Knight. Not bad. Hey, why is Happy attacking so slowly?
A player's forces are under attack.
And standing still. What is going on? Happy is standing still. What? Oh, he was waiting for skeletons. Ah, the 4-second delay is messing with his timings. So it looks like he's doing these inefficient things, when really he's doing the exact same thing as he was doing before with a 4-second penalty. It's so disconcerting to see a bug in Happy's code, but actually it's a balance change. It's funny that 2 early Fiends creeps slower than an early Death Knight with Rod, which is why typically Happy's build is the dominant one. We do now have 1 Fiend, and with 3 Fiends for XlorD, always 2 ahead, it means he gets the fight for the Ogre Mage level 5, and Happy has to go somewhere else to creep small camps. This is just part and parcel of life when you have fewer Fiends. Happy could not creep this, even if uncontested. So XlorD gets the very important Watcher Ward between them. It's difficult to quantify though. Having permanent vision in the intersection of your and the opponent's base seems like a game-winning move. But first of all, it is not in position of the shop, so Happy can still buy without getting seen. On the other hand, he probably doesn't know that, so Happy needs to treat it as if it is here. Which means careful, caution. And finally, even though you do have that vision, you can still play around the rest of the map. And if you have the better army because you have more damage on your Death Knight, look at this. That's a lot of bonus damage for Lich. Probably like plus 28 DPS, plus 28% DPS, right as the Lich comes out of the gate. If you have better damage, then doesn't matter if they know where you are. XlorD goes straight for the main. Tries to snipe a ghoul. Happy's reaction speed is too fast. Skeletons, 4 of them, going on Acolytes. Slow towers, hurting Death Knight, something fierce. As Acolytes get surrounded by skeletons. 1 Acolyte dead. Second one, going from here onto here, might lose another. Happy gets the other Watcher Ward. That's something at least. The less important one, but it's still one. Good micro by Happy, trying to keep his Acolyte alive, but there's too many skeletons. That's 2 Acolytes down. XlorD gets level 3. And Happy tries to chase and surround one of the Fiends. Can he get it? He's no 1. Doesn't get this around. 1 would have had it. 4 versus 4 Fiends. How did he get 4 Fiends? He doesn't have food for a Lich. Happy with 900 gold. Now with the 3rd cigarette. Late Lich because he made that 4th Fiend. Is that a mistake? Is that standard? Lich coming out by XlorD. His tier 3. 8 seconds faster than Happy's. Finishing the final Troll Trapper. He's tanking damage with the Death Knight. Doesn't want to do that. Retargets it to the Fiend. Now it's time for Happy to attack. With 2 1/10 of a skeleton. Maybe a cancel on the Slaughterhouse. Lich is coming out though. 5 seconds. Can hit a big Nova on the Death Knight. TP. And with that I don't think he gets a Slaughterhouse cancel. Unless he's very daring. It looks like he is. trying to focus 2 different feeds at the same time. It is a slaughterhouse cancel for a TP trade. Good result for Happy. His slaughterhouse itself is 50 seconds in the making. His Lich was late, so he needed to find some way to slow both of them down while also gaining a tech advantage. Lich is a little slower to creep. And his own is slow because he doesn't have it yet. First slaughterhouse in production. We have... No, XlorD is going for an attack? What the hell? Is this real? I don't know anything about this matchup when I see this. You would think he goes to creep. So, what does he achieve here? Making sure that Happy isn't creeping. But there's a Nerubian tower. He has no TP either. The statue block. The Lich is surrounded. Hello? He kills a statue and he frees himself from the surround. There can be a Nova, but he won't die. I know Coil will be on time. He kills a statue. What the hell? Getting your Lich baited as if it's going to get surrounded and then just coolly killing it and getting away. What a boss move. Stopping XlorD from creeping and killing a statue. So, my god, that early obsidian that Happy made, that advantage has now been cancelled out. Both of their statues are exactly the same time. This is amazing. And XlorD also has Dark Ranger control now. Wow. He got his first Dark Ranger out. Oh, Happy steals the turtle level 4. And now that he has Orb, he has the power to focus as much as he wants. There has to be a silence. Ooh! Doing a bit of damage on the statues. Silence to prevent the next Nova. And now, Happy, do you take your own turtle? Or do you take his turtle? Or do you grab Dark Ranger and take another turtle? Any Dark Ranger players? Not here. First, second statue. We have 5 fiends. No attack upgrades yet. Against 5 fiends with double statue. It's very mirror right now. He should give Pity Up to Vitality to the hero that's tanking. Maybe it's too laborious, too tedious. He wants to go get an invulnerability potion and a dust. Already has a dust, gets the invul. Kills the level 4 in absence of the DK. Sponsoring XP on the Lich and the Dark Ranger. Keeps the DK out of range for the Turtle 7. Gives him Lich level 1.8. Tome of Strength. And a Scroll of the Beast. That's very good. Now he needs Web so that he can protect Scroll of the Beast from destroyers that Happy might morph. He's getting his own destroyer upgrade as well as an attack. I think neither player has Web yet. We have a Temple coming out for Happy, a little earlier than for XlorD. XlorD instead choosing to go with attack upgrades. Potion of Invulnerability. XlorD keeps his own level 4 creep. A Web on the Fiend is actually annoying as he went to go get, I don't know, Dust of Appearance, I think. DK far to the back by Happy. Wants to make sure it doesn't get focused. Lich! Oh my god, he gave the small potion. No, he used the big one. He used the big one instead of the small one. Unfortunate, because you don't need that long of an invul on the Lich. That's a big gain for Happy. Scroll of the Beast now. Scroll of the Beast. DK is very far back for XlorD indeed. Good Coil. Another Fiend gets focused by both. Coil hits for Happy also on 1% of a Fiend life. And he gets just enough hits to finish it off. There's still a lot of mana on XlorD's Lich. I have seen him have this very often. I feel like XlorD often forgets to use Nova. Or maybe it's tactical? That was a weird Nova. It just feels like hitting that first Nova ASAP when you're 100% mana is valuable to reduce the enemy damage as it reduces their attack speed and to start regenerating mana basically. That was his first Nova and it was hitting a Death Knight that had nearly full life. All the way at the back. Second attack upgrade coming for XlorD. He dropped to 47 food. Happy, 47 himself. Getting Banshee Adept training. And having no Banshees yet. Wants to make sure they're upgraded before they come into play. XlorD getting the Ogre Warrior 3. Happy getting another. It's very even here. Silence on the Death Knight. That's one Fiend down. XlorD gets both the item and the creep. But he has a small army. For some reason it looks like very small. 3 Fiends against 5. With the 4th Fiend coming in now. He has a lot of upgrades, but he needs that 5th Fiend to have a little bit of overweight, a little bit of power. 2 Fiends in production. XlorD can be pleased that he got the level 6 troll that they fought for. Now Happy goes for the Ogre Lord in the top right, which leaves XlorD to go for the Ogre Lord in the bottom left. Then Happy is closer to the next final crucial creep, the Troll 6 on the bottom right. Though certainly if XlorD chose to do so, he could make it over there via this path. What are the items going to be? Tome of Strength and Cloak of Flames. Very bad item, Cloak of Flames. Oh my god. Happy with the best item you can get. I think this is even better than Brilliance. But Brilliance is very close. This is attack speed and movement speed. Compare that to Cloak of Flames on the Death Knight. I think it's so bad you might as well sell it, because Death Knight is always at the back. XlorD went over 50 food. He's at 60 with a destroyer, 3 statues and fiends with 2 attack upgrades. Happy has 2 attack upgrades also. Quickly gets the level 6 troll. Level 3 Dark Ranger, that's a big silence or skeletons. Goes for the silence on the Lich. Misses the Death Knight. Banshee immediately going down. Coil on the Fiend misses. That's not good for XlorD. Another Fiend goes down by XlorD. He kills a Fiend himself. 3 Fiends down for XlorD. This was a 60 food timing attack. It's 3 for 2, 4 for 2 in favor of Happy. We have the bigger army for XlorD, but he's losing them quicker. 3 destroyers though, and there's no web. Web is about to finish, but it wasn't here yet, and he kills almost all the Fiends before web finishes. Now finally Fiends finish. Is there a town portal for XlorD? No, this is kind of an all-in. And whenever you go all in with destroyers against web, that is a massive risk. He killed most of Happy's Fiends, but he's 5 food down, and he's very low on mana. Happy's still much higher on mana. The Fiend can come out of the woodworks and burrow here. That's a destroyer snipe. Good job by XlorD. XlorD also expanded in typical XlorD fashion. Pulls away, has coil for the Dark Ranger, can use it, will use it. But that endurance aura, ladies and gents. Bonus movement speed. He's got Unholy Aura level 2 and Endurance. Makes him a whole lot faster than this DK level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy now goes for the Turtle level 7. We have a Tome of Agility for Dark Ranger, plus 2 damage and plus 4% attack speed. Invul on the DK. He's checking, hey, maybe this green cap is still here? It isn't. Wasted time. Maybe the Troll 6 is still here? But the thing is, this is risky. He went for Protection Scroll, which is weird because, you know, it can be eaten by destroyers. But I think the reason that XlorD is looking for creep steals and creep jacks and contact is because if he pulls back to the top or takes his own turtle, he gives space and opens up the map for Happy to scout here and there. Right, so he wants contact. Happy too smart though. He scouts anyway. Silence on all of Happy's heroes. Focuses the Banshee, and kills it. This is an expansion with a Nerubian at 50%. XlorD 52 food, Happy 51. Happy's heroes and items are better. Better mana, better levels, better items. I don't think Nerubian can save XlorD here. He's got no mana. If he gets one of his destroyers webbed, it's over. It looks like XlorD may be losing here. It looks like Happy might be going to the winner bracket grand finals. The winner bracket finals. No destroyers ever for Happy. Fiend goes down already. Skeleton gets made. recoil on destroyer, but to what end? There's so much damage. 2-1 upgraded fiends with magic shell. They cannot even take damage from destroyers. That's 2 destroyers down. That's GG. Definitely over. But why is it? Yeah, it's over. Happy 2-0. Great job by him. And now we're gonna have vetoes and games between the other players of winner bracket round 1. Alright, GG. Happy, very impressive here with his play. Fairly comfortable victory. What if I ran a live stream, I watched Warcraft, I put that on an internal virtual stream locally with a 3-minute artificial delay, and I would then cast off of that. Then I could still talk to y'all live, but I would shield myself from knowing which I shouldn't know yet and therefore spoiling results too early. You've just given me a great idea, even though it was a little silly, Nori. It may actually be possible. I'm gonna look into it. Then we could still meme together, but I would cast with the required delay. I have never heard of anyone doing that. Nori Snuggles. If it works, worst orc EU says show. 100 APM orc. But yeah, anyway, that would be cool if it works. If it works, you're VIP, Nori Snuggles. Alright, here we go. We've seen Orc versus Undead. Now we get to see Human versus Night Elf. HawK, who catapulted to rank 3 of this season, who I think was rank 6 last season. HawK used to be known as the best European or Western human. This is no longer beyond a doubt. Cruncher, Blade, ToD, and more are competing for that title. Blade, the human that qualified last season. It seemed almost beyond a doubt that he was the best European human, but he didn't even qualify this season, and HawK did. HawK, always resting with that promise on his shoulders of his potential, of his past form. He's recently been taking maps from Happy, but he's been disappointing for a year, maybe 2 years. Did he play above his performance for a while? And then we had too high expectations? Or has he had a long slump? Whatever the situation, it seems like he has climbed out of it and is trying to reclaim his spot as the top human player in Europe. Using a footman and an archmage to deny the wisp to detonate on the water elemental. Meanwhile taking a lot of damage on militia. Retargeting though. I feel like that's too much damage on the peasants, not enough on the water elemental. He's pulling back the militia. He has scouted a keeper creep rat. Not level 2 yet, but soon, very soon. Please, please, this is not last hit with the Ancient of War. Keeper gets the creep, but no peasants yet. Who gets the priest? One treant goes down to HawK. There is a wand of mana steal, he's using both greedily. Militia finishing off the peasant. Entangles and treants. Please is living his most greedy, his fastest life. Using all of his mana immediately to kill as many things as he can. That was a peasant denied by HawK, nice job. Let's talk a little about Please. Please has never been a contender for World Championship titles, but he has been a dark horse in Europe for a long time. Back in 2007, 8, 9, Please was one of my foremost Orc versus Night Elf practice partners. He played Talons, as all elves did in that time. And he was very good. Not good enough to beat the likes of Lin or Focus in tournament matches, but good enough to do almost anything else. And while practice is not the same as a tournament, I certainly lost my fair share of games against him. A good player now coming back in the second life, the second coming of Warcraft 3, and he has veritably qualified for this tournament. Not very confident against human. In a little brief pre-game dialogue with him, he said the best humans are HawK versus a HawK and Blade, but he doesn't meet them often enough to get attuned to their level of play and their style.
Forces are under attack.
His win rate against human is the best, but he probably met many humans that he doesn't think are worth the same practice level as HawK and Blade. So confident he is not. Footy denied by HawK. Treant killed. He's on his way to level 3 Archmage. Peasants and footmen getting attacked. Going in the gold mine to delay the keeper. Now he gets the hit. He wants that footman as well. Might lose an archer, but he pulls it back. And another deny by HawK. Really good denies, keeping the keeper on low level. Footy runs away. Archer tries to finish him. 1 shot, 2 shot. He needed to kite. He didn't kite, so he won't get it. Of course, he was busy not losing his keeper. He could block it with the treant. Or, yeah, there we go. He could hit it. He could just hit it with the treant. Nice job. Like a ninja, using everything in his environment to help. We have seen half a year ago Moon and LiilDC going with Keeper, Archer, Naga, Dark Ranger from tier 3 all in. Not pleased. He is going for
a player's forces are under attack.
A counter expansion, which has finished. He also should probably like to get Nature's Blessing to protect it from an all-in. How is HawK doing on the micro and the macro? Just started his tier 2, a lumber mill. He's got 7 peasants in his main on lumber and 3 on his expansion, making more ever still. That should be a blacksmith or a shop to block and protect towers from archer focus fire. Tree of Life walking over, no Nature's Blessing, a shop and a Heman Dunter coming out. Gets the Ogre Mage, Ring of Protection +4. Atrocious item for Keeper. Not bad for Demon later, but not the best. Archmage chasing there, getting 1 archer kill. The expansion healing itself up as it takes damage from the camp. Nice delay tactics, chasing the archers, forcing them to heal themselves and delaying the expansion. Mana burn would be nice, he gets it. No water elemental coming out then. But ultimately, Please is getting delayed on the routing of his Tree of Life. Will there be a steal on the creep? Another mana burn. Oh, that's a steal! No, please! Wow. That's HawK is playing really good with the Dota. The last hits. An archer also died to footies. Whereas these 2 archers will beat the footy. But again, HawK with his excellence. You can really see he's in the zone. He's in shape. Keeping track of all the separate threads in this game. And pulling back the footy before it dies. Over and over. Denies and saves. You think you look at his base to see all these low footies. And that's exactly the case. 5 footies were saved like this. Demon Hunter now comes in. Would love to do a mana burn for a cake W. And he does. But Water Elemental was summoned. Footman with health blocking. And the low footy did get hit. Tier 2 has finished. Blacksmith comes out. Where's the Mountain King? Oh no. He might not go for Mountain King. Otherwise he would have started it already. He's probably going Naga, Sea Witch or Alchemist. I think Naga because there's Demon Hunter. Tier 3, Hunter's Hall, and more archers. Probably Archer Mountain Giant. Going for the Null Overseer. Naga is here. She took, crossed the arrows. The XP and the item to please. Defend upgrade is here. Nice blocks with the footy. Getting a bit of extra damage on the keeper. 2 footies getting attacked. What? Oh, oh, wow! The clarity cancel attempt by HawK, and then the staff to preserve it. Plus 70.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can he finish this one? This is Entangle level 2. So it actually takes care of footies quite nicely. No Nature's Blessing. He goes for the Naga. Heal pot on the Naga, nice prescience by HawK. He knew that Naga often gets focused, so he puts the heal pot there. Archer still focusing on the Naga. Heal pot now getting used, going in again with the Demon Hunter mana burn. He has heal pot on Demon Hunter as well. Both of these players are saying this is not my first rodeo. And he lets the Naga die. In favor of keeping up the pressure, he lets the Naga die despite having Town Portal. How much extra pressure can he do? There is another entangle. But the Demon Hunter is no longer healthy enough to follow through on the damage. Wisps not mining yet. This is costing, please, lumber and gold. Oh, wow, that was close. He nearly got the entangle on the Archmage, got away, barely survived the surround. There is staff on the Keeper. He can save the Demon Hunter. He can save the Demon Hunter. He should. And he does. Oh, I think there was a self-kill on the rifle. HawK. Very, very nice pressure, letting that Naga die and just flooding units in from 2 Sanctums and a barracks, while also still going to tier 3. Getting gunpowder, priests and priest upgrade, non-stop pressure, and cancelling that clarity again, that's expensive. Please also needs to go for bears, not mountain giants. Maybe if he never gets attacked, he can go for MG, I don't know. But with Moonwell's completely empty and the hero's low, he needs bears to heal up. Clarity times 2, 1 on the demon, 1 on the keeper. And you know what? HawK is creeping during this. Defend rifle priest makes this very easy to creep. Bracers actually went to Naga. I said it wrong before. It was HawK that got the bracers. It was Please that got the XP. This Age of War is gonna get cancelled. Will it get cancelled or will it die? It dies. That's nearly Archmage level up. Now coming in with 1 bear. And a second bear coming and master training not finished yet. There is no way that this is enough to stop this attack. Immediately retargets to the Wisp. HawK is on point. Please, looking completely helpless. Towers to block pathing and to drive the final nail in the coffin. Defend Footy's still here, completely negating the value of archers against them. Orpal Venom is good though. Bear damage, not bad. And the only chance that Please has to stop this attack in its tracks. Focus Archmage, force him to go home and buy more time. But there's just not enough teeth to this attack. There is a heal scroll. It's not ideal to heal only a hero, but it's good enough to stay around if that's what it takes. But he's really pushing it. He's enjoying this. He uses a last second past invul instead, and he's got double heal scroll. I think Paladin will come out soon. Tier 3 is finishing. HawK is winning this and not by a small margin either. Level 3 and 2. You know, this keeper would have been like level 3.8. If all those denies didn't happen. Oh, and the power play. You know, the first tournament I ever watched in Warcraft, before I even thought of participating in esports, was a human versus night elf between SK Insomnia from Bulgaria and AT Intox from France. It was Norwood, close position, west side. Insomnia tower rushed Intox, killed his main base. Intox expanded and moved towards that. And Insomnia towered up and expanded on his main. And actually ended up losing. I remember then thinking that taking someone's expansion, someone's base as your base, was the ultimate disrespect play. And that that's why he lost. But ever since then, I have seen how it's sensible to take an expansion that you already invested towers into. He wasn't doing it to disrespect. He was doing it because it was a good move and he lost because of other reasons. But I never forgot that. It was so funny the first time I saw it. Taking someone's base. It does feel a bit disrespectful, doesn't it? But it's just a power play. He might try again, but for now he reinvested his resources into a paladin and Inner Fire, which just completed. Inner Fire available. He can dispel. Immediate dispel. HawK is on point. Wisps coming in. -40 mana burn wisps. Goes for the Water Elemental first. And the Archmage and the Naga mana. Not bad. Kills the Mortar. Bears are doing alright. Hero Naga getting attacked. Looking a little low. Staff of Sanctuary. Bears, can they get saved? Double staff, yes. Archer, nice micro buy, please. Even saving the little ones. Look at that micro by HawK. Kiting away. 55% slow by sorceresses on bears. It got nerfed slow. Used to be 60%, now it's 55. Bears also have +1 damage from the patch. Is it gonna help? Hey! Oh, he died to the Water Elemental! GG. Paladin just came out. HawK won fairly comfortably. Good job to him. Yeah. 1-0 for the humans. In the meantime, we also have going on ToD versus LiilDC on the Back to Warcraft stream. Can check that out too if you want. We have a Warden level 7 against 443, both 80 food. That is still going to be reaching its conclusion. But we are going to be getting ready for game number 2 between Please and HawK. The map is going to be Concealed Hill. I think I can guess and infer the game name. LiilDC actually used to be a teammate as well, way back in Four Kings. Very talented Night Elf player. Came back and is doing very well for himself. Looks like he might be winning the next match. Okay, we have this game coming up. Please, I know him as a guy that plays Keeper Naga Archers against Orc, and I knew him as a guy that does that against Human. So when I tell you that it was predictable that he was going to play Keeper, I guess I can't stress that enough. If I that didn't even study him know that about all of his matchups, HawK certainly must have known that as well. But maybe unpredictability is not key in undead versus in human versus night elf. Maybe it's all about mechanics and creep routes and creep jacks. Okay. We're all ready. Let's get ready for game number 2 between Please and HawK. The winner of this will face the winner of LiilDC and ToD. And the loser, the loser. Here we go. Will Please be able to rally and get a comeback happening against HawK, or will HawK close it out? And will Please go for Warden? I doubt it. I don't think Concealed is a particularly good Warden map either. Because of the healing fountains, you can never rely on attrition. Low units that you finish off with Fan, they can heal there for quote-unquote free. There is an opportunity cost. We have Ancient of War creeping on the small camp. It's actually classified as an orange camp, if you see. Though it feels green to me. Should be another keeper. Archmage from HawK. Now, on Northern Isles, it's meta for human to immediately militia creep their expansion. With the fast expand resulting, as you saw. But Concealed Hill is a significantly tougher creep camp. You won't be able to see the same. 6 militia immediately? Not this time. HawK is gonna have to build this up more sequentially. Take this camp, maybe the green, and then the orange spot. That gives Please a little bit more time to disrupt. There are also poison creeps. I wonder if HawK would even consider going for one base style. It's not common against Night Elf. One base style used to be so good. In fact, human against elf was perceived as very imbalanced just a year ago, with human doing rifle push every single game. Rifle priest push tier 2, rifle priest. When I was still playing Tuesday on stream, I won a lot of elves with that as well. It was quite easy. But that was before Keeper Mass Archers came into play. There's a few things that changed that made it a little better for human. Archers, -5 health in the patch from a week ago. -5 health? No, it's half a week ago. Wednesday. -5 health. And rifles attack 3% faster. So in the tier 1 ranged... in the tier 1 ranged battle, rifles have gained, archers have lost.
A town is under siege.
Gangster from the north in Twitch chat asked,
Players' forces are under attack.
can you tell us one story about a famous human player and Night Elf player that you like during these tourneys? I wouldn't know which ones. Detonate is okay. He doesn't get experience from it, but it does mean he takes a little bit more damage from creeps, but not enough to the point where I feel like that really mattered. Still, that water alley would still be around during the subsequent creep route, so perhaps it is a weakening of HawK's army, and that's enough for Please. Archer's actually going home to defend against the footman, naturally, whereas the second archer is joining HawK, joining Please to harass. And here come the militia, 6 of them. And there's an arcane tower in his main, 4 farms, 4 peasants. Yeah, here we go. 30 food for HawK. That's a entangle on a footman, with the creep going to HawK. Both poison creeps go to HawK. And after that poison camp, both of the poison creeps, he sends them back. Interesting. He has dealt with the most threatening damagers, the 2 poison creeps. Now all he needs to do is take down the Purger, the Null Warden, and then Water Elia Militia can tank the rest. Perhaps he intends to send his Archmage deep to harass and lets his units finish this off. Oh, that's a big mistake. He attacked first with the Water Elemental, which meant the Null Warden actually purged the Elemental. He needed to start with a melee attack. The Detonate was huge now, getting both Water Elementals and the Archmage, even getting the experience for some of them. And if these 2 footies hit the Archer, it goes down. Archmage is level 3. And overall, it doesn't seem like HawK is too bothered. He gets a Pendant of Energy, a Circlet and a Mantle. And we do have Please doing a very good job zoning at the Healing Fountain, using archers to prevent footies from healing here. In fact, it would be great to see another archer on this fountain to stop footmen there likewise. Expansion is coming up, but significantly slower than last game. In the meantime, the other round 1 match still hasn't finished, but it looks like LiilDC will be clinching the first map in quite an epic game. 30 minutes and counting. So LiilDC is leading 1-0 most likely. When you account for delay, he probably already is. Whereas here, it's HawK that's leading. So 2 different races winning. As Keeper gets level 3, heals up to full with mana and TPs to the expansion, but a little bit too late to matter. What does he take? Force of Nature. So 3 Treants. He can go for the Arcane Tower. Okay, go for the peasants so that they cannot repair the tower. Meanwhile, Archmage is doing a lot of damage as well. The lore getting focused. Is he going to cancel it? Yes. Detonate on just one of the Water Elementals. This one is going to hit both. And he needs one more wisp to finish it off and get a lot of experience. Or he can just use archers. He uses the archers. Wow. These 2 wisps are stuck. That's -4 wisps, maybe 5. But he did get 90 XP or so from the water elementals. And this is 2 sets of treants level 2. So that's 6 treants. And HawK not sure if he should burn mana on the keeper or actually remove treants. But that's so many wisps dead. These footies also stuck all of the wisps here. So there's what? 1 wisp on lumber? 1 wisp on lumber. 2 wisp total. And he's killing gold mining, but this is the second base. Now HawK doesn't have a second hero. Doesn't even have a second tier. He's still tier 1. He's lost so many peasants. In comes the panda. Fire breath. Fire breath, Gandalf. Fire breath. Didn't put the arcane yet on the panda. Archer low, getting hit. There's a dust, there's a boots. He goes for the arcane tower. Another fire breath to finish it off. TP trying to get that archer to safety, but it will die. Meanwhile, the 2 footies are here. He should have surrounded it immediately. If he plugged the gap with his panda, he would kill both for no mana at all. Instead, he will lose all of his mana trying to kill them all. HawK is
forces are under attack.
Really hurt. He lost his tower and is down to 3 peasants on his gold mine. He's got so many peasants in production. This reminds me of a farm with like 10 children. It's like, oh, I want many children, Martha. We need help on the farm. Let's make more peasants. Keeper is level 4. Panda level 1.5. And the first lore finished. The lumber situation for Please is atrocious. Oh, Panda's around! And he doesn't have a shop! Help! Oh yeah, Staff of Telly. He's gonna be 1% life when he TP's out. No, he dies! He dies! Oh, I really thought he was gonna survive. Wow. No more Moonwells. Looks like HawK might just win off of tier 1. There's no lumber for Please. 97. The panda is coming back. Moonwells are empty. There is no shop. More wisps are going down repeatedly. But the first dryad is here. Save the wisps. Make a Moonwell out of them or something. He's splitting them into the gold mine. This is the death trap. Don't go in here. You cannot get away. We cannot get out. Fire breath is required. Just fire breath. There we go. Oh, he last hit with the Ancient of War, so he didn't get experience for that. Nice last hit on that archer. HawK buying so much time. By now, he has started his tier 2 tech, a blacksmith and a lumber mill. He's halfway there.
A town is under siege.
Shop getting attacked again. I don't think he can get it. Dryads can slow the attack speed of both the Archmage and the Footman. But there is defend upgrade. HawK is really playing with fire here. Look, he's actually gonna get it. This is insane. It was 90% of the way done. That shop represented clarity potions. No, no, don't hit. Don't hit, you can die. Oh, he died to defend. I saw him trying to keep it away for a bit, but in the chaos, he attacked after all. Okay, here's the second lore. So he's got double lore dryads, but the dryads cost 60 lumber. 1, 2 wisps, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shop comes out again. There's the 4th Moonwell. So he really needed that shop because he needed Moonstone and Clarity. Now, 1 Arcane Tower is here. And 2 Guard Towers about to come. He gets a cancel on the Archmage's Regeneration Scroll. That's nice. But can he finish it off? 45 food, tier 2 is reach Mountain King. I think Please is in a very precarious position. I don't see a lot of future for him in this game. No bear attack, no MG, no mass archer, no mana, no Moonwell juice, and no hero kill. He's just gonna try to right click the Archmage. But that doesn't work out. Oh, surround attempt! Oh, HawK is playing excellent. He cancels his own staff! Why did he cancel it? Wait, did he staff on the treant and it died? Is that what happened? I don't know, man. HawK is outclassing him a bit here. Perhaps on a different day you'll have more luck. Yeah, Mass Dryads is not going to cut it. The towers are here already. Ghost tier 3 has a Sanctum.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god.
Town is under
Come see the violence inherent in the system. I'm being oppressed. Yeah, Keeper with the heal scroll, but this should be a GG. The next bolt won't quite kill him unless it's a surround. Archer bolt. Tries to defend footy, surround a Dryad. Doesn't get it, does get a hunt, doesn't have dust anymore. But he's killing Dryads with water elementals. Imagine putting out a water with fire. That's what he just did. Extinguishing a candle with flame. He just killed a Dryad that's supposed to counter with this spell. He killed it with water elemental. GG, well played. The final insult, like the Dryad dying to a last hit. Oh, HawK played phenomenal. I'd be very excited to see if LiilDC wins the first map. Then we will have human versus elf ×2 again. The winners versus the winners, the losers versus the losers. Score here is 1-0 for LiilD. Let me check if I have the players on the correct side. This is still winner bracket round 1. Okay, LiilDC is on the left side. He's leading 1-0. I'll intro the players in just a sec. Just updating something on the out game screen. Okay, all right. Yeah, let's get into it. So both of these players were teammates of one another. ToD joined Four Kings in 2004 and LiilDC joined in 2007, I believe. Either late 2006 or 2007. Johan Merlot, Daniel Clesson, France, and Sweden. Human versus Night Elf. LiilDC went with an Ancient of War that is geared towards the natural expansion. So if he immediately creeps this, he will be level 2.2 and will have cleared his gold mine and has made it available for an expansion. So what Please did last game is to make... Oh my god, I just cancelled my zoom level. And I cannot undo it because I touched the mouse wheel. Oh, Jesus. You cannot zoom in when... How do you disable that? You can't. Well, I guess we're gonna zoom in. Do not touch this when you're zoomed out. Ah, jeez. Okay. So, Please actually had to walk his Tree of Life against HawK into his natural. But LiilDC doesn't need to bother with that. Hey, he's killing the barricades. I guess I never thought of that. Killing them to manipulate and create more space for yourself? That makes sense. So it's Keeper of the Grove first with Treants, a quick shop for Clarity Potion, and ToD immediately going for the Militia creep on the natural. With 5 Militia and 2 footies. HawK elected to use 6 Peasants. ToD just with the 5. And Please elected to harass with Keeper, whereas LiilDC is creeping here instead. Great item, Pendant of Energy. What did ToD get? He gets a Ring of Protection +4, just like HawK got on this map, which is really bad. No. HawK didn't get it. Please got the Ring of Protection +4. HawK got Pendant of Energy. Yeah, looks like HawK and LiilDC are the more item lucky players today. Keeper coming in with the Clarity Potion. It got cancelled. I think he got maybe 20% use of it, so I'm gonna call a -50 gold cake W. That's 3 water elementals, 1 footman getting Entangle attacked. He needs a second entangle if he wants to kill it, but he just lets it go. Will there be a last hit? Yeah, LiilDC last hits it. And what about this one? ToD last hits it. Both players really good at killing their own units so far. What about the Footman? Again, a last hit by ToD. A good micro here. Expansion coming along very nicely. We have more and more footies coming out. No defend upgrade yet. LiilDC far away from being able to attack. Same for ToD. As LiilDC is still making non-stop archers, bonus moonwells, and has his Tree of Life coming along. ToD is gonna have a small lead of mining. That's just how Town Hall works, right? And power building. He started to mine now. LiilDC's tree finishes soon, but we'll still need half a minute for the entangled gold mine. Both players very low level. They did all the denies. Very passive defensive micro by both. Militia creep on the small camp here. This is good and bad for ToD. He gets some bonus experience, but it's not a breaking point yet. It's part of the whole story. Whereas this does cost him a delay to go to tier 2. Another self-kill by ToD, killing his own footy. He's really good at doing these. And LiilDC focusing another footy. Again a self-deny. This guy hates his own footies. As archers are getting away as well. So they are not killed and denied, they just survive. That's of course the difference between entangle and not entangle. Started his tier 2 tech, using more militia. Now the second part of the hull takes this with militia, this with archmage, and that should give him archmage level 3. What item does he get? Does he know what it is? Does he want it? Slippers. Probably the worst. I'd say even cloak is better.
The player's forces are under attack.
Keeper getting attacked, dropping very, very low indeed. What is that? Circlet of Nobility. Didn't give a shift militia home command, but finds it quickly enough anyway. The circlet is great, illusions are great, and he gets level 3 on the Archmage. No tower at home. It struck me that HawK made an arcane tower at home on Concealed Hill in a matchup that typically doesn't get abused there by Keeper, which means that HawK, besides winning against Keeper, had even envisioned there could be a Warden. Against Warden, you do want an arcane here. Even though Please always goes Keeper, HawK played it safe, just in case. Whereas ToD is cutting the corner of not making an arcane, as he expected a Keeper to be coming out here for LiilDC. He did just lose to Warden, but that was on Echo, a somewhat different map. Here, correct gamble, no arcane required. There is a second tower coming up here. It's a guard tower. ToD goes for the Troll Priest, but he knows that he got seen by Please, so this is a bit risky, a bit greedy. Big Fire Breath on all the footies. They still have defend upgrade, even though they're not getting attacked by archers right now. You can turn them on and off quickly to try and gain some movement speed. But then there's also the creeps. They can hit you as well. But this is a lot of dead footies. And he just keeps creeping. One footie chasing the archers. ToD trying to get that Troll Warlord level 6. Is this one footman really enough to steal the camp? Well done by ToD. Didn't think that this would work out. But the illusion distraction, the footy chasing a single archer distraction, all together it led him to brute force getting this Troll 6, where really you would think he had no right to get it. Another self-kill by the Archmage. Keeper getting so few points of experience here. And now the Pandaren Brewmaster, not just for LiilDC, but also for ToD. We have 2 Ancient of Lore and tier 3 coming up for LiilDC. He's got not that many Lumber Wisps, 7 I think, 8, maybe 8. You need a little bit more than that. 8 is enough if you have a bit of a build up, but he's a bit low too. Nice. Archer kill there.
Town is under siege.
Gets not another archer kill. This could have been a surround by LiilDC if he tried. A bit lazy not to try. That was an easy surround if you look at his positioning, but he lets the Archmage go. Are we gonna see attack upgrades for archers from the Hunter's Hall? No. Straight into reinforced heights. That means bears or mountain giants. And it's gonna be dryads at first. Dryads with armor upgrade. Okay. And what is ToD doing? Tier 3, double barracks, sanctum and workshop. With now 1 guard tower in his main. And just the 2 here. And I think he has too many lumber peasants. Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 peasants. That's 26 peasants total, which is more than half his supply. He's got more peasants than heroes and units. Normally you don't need 16. You need between 10 to 14. But 16 does give you more lumber more quickly, which allows you to massively upgrade your units. Getting war training, priestess spell, blacksmith upgrades, blah blah blah, everything. But I think you'll find ToD soon with 1500 lumber. It's like he pressed the peasant button and just kept pressing under the guise of good macro, but just got a few too many. LiilDC is running a tighter ship. About 8 wisps on lumber still. With a good balance of resources. Still enough money to upgrade. He's got 1-1 on his dryads. Dryads? Did I say dryads? Dryads. Bears with adept training coming out. And LiilDC is aggressively fighting ToD for every inch of the map. But here's the thing, he's only got Keeper level 2. That's nothing. Keeper level 2, Panda level 1. Did LiilDC... I mean, they had that fight just here, but very little creeping. And what's more, even though he's creeping now, he ideally wants to be boosting his Panda, not his Keeper. What is this? What is this Ogre Mage doing? Panda is still not level 2. Okay, now... Oi, oi! Okay, he got it. Yay! Yeah. Panda, meanwhile, got Heal Stone. And this one got Heal Pot. They are not endangered. So we have Mortars and Priests. Footman, Priest, Mortar.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know what? If you look at the lumber income, the lumber situation, it very much seems like 16 peasants is the right amount for now. It's simply so much resources that ToD is sinking into upgrades. Priestess spell, and Inner Fire, and Fragmentation Shards, and Knight Sundering Blades, and Animal War Training. Does he have those yet, in fact? Yeah, he has Sundering Blades, he has Animal War Training. 2-1 Knight upgrades, now going for 2-2. Wow, I learned. 16 peasants.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now down to 15. But Master! Oh, now we see the violence inherent in the system. We're being oppressed. Okay, so you get 16 first, you power out all your upgrades, then you kill them. One knight goes down, Paladin comes in. We have LiilDC aggressively moving towards the Mortars. Doesn't want them to shell away with impunity. One priest goes down as well. Mortars now shooting at bears. Dryads remain on the move. Lightning shielded Footman and Panda. One priest goes down, second priest going for the Mortars. Mortars getting attacked, they're still attacking Dryads. 2 new knights come in. Rejuvenation on the Dryads and it keeps moving. One Mortar goes down. Orb of Venom on the second Mortar also goes down. ToD lost so much, he's 56 food. Just now he was nearly 80. LiilDC is still at 80 food. ToD TP's out. He did finish this camp, but was the subsequent fight really necessary? He lost all of his priests and mortars. And when you think about it, he's made this late game army that seems great on paper. Two knights is amazing, right? They're very well upgraded. And then you've got mortars to deal with the dryads. You've got priests to inner fire and heal them all. But this fight wasn't it. He didn't have enough stuff to protect his mortars to really have a reason to exist. They were easily flanked and moved upon. And he didn't even turn on inner fire yet. He didn't even turn on inner fire yet. So he wasn't as well protected as he should be. Now I'm curious to see if Paladin will go for Devotion Aura. Again, LiilDC with the aggressive play, the creep jack, not giving an inch. Nice mortar shots on the dryads, immediately moving and healing them again. Archer goes down to the mortars. This knight is dropping very low. Entangle, greater heal pot by LiilDC. There's a fairy dragon as well. LiilDC looks very well prepared. He's got this lovely mix of army. Also mixing in those fairy dragons. And if he puts it in mana flare mode, even better. Bears are upgraded 2-1. Dryad remains on the move. LiilDC's micro is really good. Panda though. Invul. And creeping at the same time. Now we have the Keeper TPing out. Trying to finish off that last knight. Doesn't get it. Dispel. That was a good fight for ToD. Their first fight, not good. Second fight, better. How many peasants does ToD have right now? 13. What?
Forces are under attack.
He killed all of his own peasants. Oh yeah, he used militia, that's why. He's only got 3 on lumber now. From 16 to 3. So this army is a lot more trim than this previous army. This is pure forces. He's got 0-0 mortars, but 2-2 on the knights. Paladin never got level 2 though, so no devotion or D-shields, whatever they might go for. Autocast slow is turned off. LiilDC gearing up for a fight. He's got 3-1 upgrades. Now getting reinforced defenses and wellspring. Paladin finally gets level 2. What does he go for? Is it devotion? Is it D-shield? It is D-shield. Big fire breath on ToD's army. He's got no heal scroll. I don't think he can survive the next rotation of spells. He needs to pressure the panda so the panda can't stay here. LiilDC staffed out the panda. So that's a big win for ToD. Now I'm not sure that he will lose as many units. There is no fire breath anymore. 1 staff of sanctuary for ToD. Second staff. He still has access to 1 staff. Doesn't use it on the mortar. Might be saving it for a knight. That's a good fight for ToD. He's got slow on all the bears. Massively upgraded knights with 14 armor. The panda comes back though. That's 1 knight down. He had staff, didn't use it.
The player's forces are under attack.
The keeper got attacked by knights. This might be the 1-1. Any upgrades coming for mortars? I think he just finished 1. No. Oh, he went for the 3rd attack upgrade on knights. The bottom camp is still available. It could drop Endurance Aura, Brilliance, Unholy. And if ToD gets it, the best item that he could get would be War Drums or Unholy. Maybe Unholy would be the best. Movement speed, regeneration. Of course, War Drums is only damage. LiilDC does not feel like he wants to give up that camp. His keeper is feeling more and more useless. The panda, that's supposed to be the carry, should be level 5 by now, but it's only level 3. He didn't power creep it enough, he spent a lot of time creep jacking, and while it looked good for him in the top left, he was mostly fighting a lot of peasants. Smart to keep a unit here to prevent an expansion, but I'm not sure that ToD is ever looking to get a 3rd base. He's got 26 lumber, 3 peasants on lumber, now more actually. He's got 6. He remade some. 1 knight forgotten for now. Wisps coming in. 1 knight goes down. Fire breath getting only a single wisp. Not in range for the rest. 1 knight goes down for free. 2nd knight. he could staff it. He didn't staff it. 2 staffs on ToD, but didn't staff it. He still doesn't use numpad hotkeys for it. He mouse clicks. So sometimes he's a little too slow. That knight also died. 76 food for ToD. Running away. Panda finally got level 4. That's Drunken Haze level 2. Boom! Fire Breath. Actually, he didn't upgrade Drunken Haze yet. Is he going Brawler or he just forgot? He doesn't have a 4th ability to pick. So much damage being taken. What? Why did he... He zooms out in a fight! I thought about that for different situations you can have different zoom levels, and you know there's no rules yet for whether you can zoom in or out during the battle. Your opponent actually reads that, it makes it a little cringe. But geez, yeah, I thought about that, like sometimes you want a big view, sometimes a small view. Maybe eventually there'll be rules, you must settle on one zoom. You know what else could have happened? He could have done a zoom in and then lost his zoom. Just like I did at the start of this cast. So that's why he needed to go back to 1950 as default. Anyway, look at these bears. They're so low. 6 life. LiilDC at 80 food. ToD at 58. But a single fire breath could do so much. Keeper got level 5. The knights 3-2 upgraded, but unable to finish off these bears. Speed is supposed to be their forte. Can he run after the bears? But they're getting staffed and rejuvenated.
A player's forces are
The final upgrade comes in for LiilDC. 3-3 upgrades. Archmage is level 5 with Brilliance upgrade level 3. Can ToD finally get that camp that he's been wanting for so long? The Magnetar. Will that be what saves him? I don't usually see other humans go for mass 3-3 knights against Night Elf. But this has long been one of ToD's best matchup, Night Elf, all the way back 15 years ago. So maybe it will work eventually. 3-2 knights against 3-3 bears and dryads. Going for that Magnetar. In comes LiilDC once again. He's forced to give it up once again. Can he snipe it quickly and get out? He does not have Town Portal. The positioning not great for LiilD. The Ogre Mage goes to... Hey! Holy light. Ogre Mage goes to ToD and he's squeezing out the Magnetar as well. It's Warsong Battle Drums! The second best item he could get. 10% bonus damage on everything. These knights have +8. Is it going to be enough? We can certainly feel the bonus damage coming on to the Panda right now. Paladin, does he have D-Shield? He does. He's baiting it. Knights not getting staffed. He still has staff on Archmage. Maybe he's saving it for a hero. Bear's doing so much damage on the knights. He's trying to kill the Fairy Dragon with the Archmage. Not quite yet though. LiilDC. Both doing fire breaths. Everything is so low. Knights going down. 1 knight goes down. 2 knights goes down. Panda already has level up. ToD is 62 food. Keeper gets level 6. He's got Tranquility. Looks like LiilDC may have done it. ToD got the item that he wanted for so long. But he's down to 56 food. And forget you not, there's only 10,000 gold on the expansions on Northern Isle. So whoever expands first loses it first. And it's LiilDC that takes the top of the map. LiilDC that mines out second. And we'll then have 2 trees that can move to another base. ToD is out of money. 60 food and that's it. And he's hurt even still. Against Manapod Pendant of Energy Panda. Rejuvenation on the Fairy Dragon. Kills another knight. Looks like LiilDC will clinch this 2-0. 2 different races win the round 1. The better players at micro and macro winning. HawK beats Please. LiilDC beats ToD. They'll all meet each other in winner and loser brackets. That's a Tranquility. Most players would GG now. When will ToD? There is no technical way for him to win anymore. 0% chance. Both of them will play their next match after this. Oh, he gets the Panda. But even that will not help. There's plenty of money to rebuy it. Could be a surround on the Panda. And he gets it. He closes this around, kills another knight. The staff does happen on the paladin. Another knight dies though. Tranquility is available in 15 seconds from now. Doesn't have the mana, does have the cooldown soon. There's a lot of damage here by these bears. 3/3 upgrades. 31 to 61. Nice staff. Panda survives. LiilDC in a very comfortable position. Did actually remake his panda from the altar, not Tavern. That's a level 7 on the keeper. Can he finish it off without kiting and blocking? No. Lazy play by LiilDC there with the micro. Lazy. That should have been a kill. 2 staffs on the Archmage. Panda comes back. Paladin is AFK. Uther called GG 3 minutes ago. And the Archmage goes down. T-Tours. Where? This? Was this the Archmage? Well played, GL next. LiilDC wins 2-0. LiilDC will go up against HawK in the second round of the winners. ToD versus Please in the first round of the losers. GG. Yeah, War Drums was not quite enough to win it because damage was not the problem. It was surviving with his units against Orb of Venom, Fire Breath, and Entangle. He bled too many units out. Oh, I need to re-zoom out again. I wonder if they would be able to fix that at some point. So let's take a look at the brackets thus far. Here we are. We have LiilDC 2-0 ToD, HawK 2-0 Please. We have Happy and XlorD winning. Happy is currently in the winner bracket finals. One beat Cooper. It's going to be Please against ToD. And it's going to be HawK against LiilDC. The loser of HawK LiilDC will meet XlorD. Right? I think so. Yeah. No, they will meet one. They will meet one. The loser of that will meet one. Alright, there is the brackets.